Hi guys, Deluded Guno. Now, I hate fans that talk about finances. I mean, you can't comprehend how much a football club makes with all the brother and sister companies and clubs that are part of a football club. The skilled accountants trained with moving money in several directions and claiming it as different sort of fees. Even the most skilled of taxation, people that work in taxation, people that work in accountancy, people that work in football in general have problems comprehending the finances involved with any club or football in general. So how could you, the honest football fan, comprehend it? It's just silly. Added to that, it's a pointless bragging right. I mean, the money, neither you or I, humble fans, we're not seeing the money in our pockets. Why do we care that our club's making this and that? Of course, it's nice to see our clubs growing and we're doing better than the other clubs. That's what's not in debate. But it is a pointless bragging right in football, especially when certain clubs who can rely on their previous rich pedigree of history and the fact that they're, like I said, a rich heritage, can spend massive fees without it affecting them in terms of sanctions and brag about that. I mean, I want to brag about winning trophies. I don't want to brag about we made an extra this and that. I know the importance of it, but it's nothing to brag about. With the amount of venture capitalism that's come into football and the supply and demand of football, we can all comprehend and understand why the riches are in football and why it's relevant in football. But what's the point bragging about it? Now, in regards to this video and Arsenal, the Puma deal, of course, at the time was the biggest in the Prem, was one of the, like the stadium, was forward thinking, was one of the biggest. For, I believe it's 30 or 40 million a year, a season until 2019 when it's got to be renewed. It's a decent deal, but my thing is, after seeing Chelsea get a good deal, they then looked at Madrid's and Manchester United's. I believe Manchester United's was 75 million and Madrid's was about roughly a billion. They looked at them deals. Of course, Chelsea know they're not as a big club as them two. Pedigree rise, all of that stuff. They'll never be as big as them two. But they leveraged their worth. They saw how much they're worth. They knew they was worth more than that. And of course, they had to pay a hefty fee to get out of their Adidas deal early. They've since announced deals and are announcing deals and going about making that money back and more to the point it just looks like a drop in the ocean. That is forward thinking. This Chelsea realised how much they were worth, realised they weren't being paid enough, and were prepared to take a hit. They were prepared to not be told anything. And that's what I want to see by Arsenal, pushing the convention, not accepting the norm. Of course, 30 or 40 million a season, like I said, isn't bad. But when you look, for me, it correlates to our on-field performance. We're just happy with it. The board is just happy with the Champions League. Like, sure, this club's winning that, Real Madrid's winning that, Madrid's winning that, United, etc. They're all doing this, but we're fine here. We're cool to just keep getting Champions League. We don't care if we go past the last 16 or go out. We're just fine to just keep doing that. That's what this deal also represents for me. Of course, there's renewal soon, and Glazidas has talked about getting a better deal. He also said he anticipated a rising market, that this would happen, just like with the stadium. So if you anticipated this, why didn't you anticipate leveraging our brand and our commercial footprint even more to get a better deal? This is what you're paid for. This is why you have bonuses in your contract, Ivan. This is all right up your street. This is why you're employed as CEO. What is going on? We went Asia a couple of years ago, but we're already behind in Asia. Look at Bayern Munich, what they're doing in India and China. Look at what our clubs are doing. We're already behind. Yeah, we went on tour of Asia, and that was a step in that good direction. And we're going to Australia in pre-season, again, step in the good direction. But it also feels like it's a little too late for a club that talks about being forward-thinking. It doesn't make sense. Like, I mean, we've got Mesut Ozil and Hector Bellerin. Mesut Ozil got one of the biggest followings on social media. Why do we not leverage his brand and have him doing more commercial deals for us and more commercial, not deals, sorry, commercial, whether it's kit promotion, product promotion, anything like that? Because when it's Madrid, you're seeing Ronaldo constantly on some sort of products. Chelsea, Hazard, you're seeing it. Liverpool, you used to see Sterling all the time. You even see Henderson, Lallana, players like that. Why don't we leverage our players? Hector Bellerin quickly becoming a poster boy, getting more and more marketable the older he gets. Why don't we leverage his brands? Online streaming, of course, there's copyright problems and stuff like that, so we can't do matches. But we don't do any streams and stuff. We're too happy to do these little Twitter games and polls. Again, for a club that talks about being forward thinking, where is this? Real Madrid are doing online streaming content on Facebook. Where is that from Arsenal? Where are the people? And there's no doubt people are employed to see trends and things like that. In the way the world is going with everything going digital and getting more innovative and digital day by day, we need to get our act together and be more forward thinking to get ahead, because you're seeing with clubs are being left behind now. clubs are being left behind. There's no just pulling apart. We're being left behind already. But can I really be surprised because the board's not challenged. Conte, I was about to say Conte. Kroenke is not challenged. The players damn well ain't challenged. Wenger isn't challenged. There's no challenge about. There's no pushing in any aspect of this club. There's no pushing or wanting to get better from within. So can I really be surprised we're just accepting the abacus way of thinking, the conventional? No, I can't. No, I mean, our deal is third in the Prem. That's not bad. It's bigger than City's, and I think it's 5 million better than Liverpool's. So we are doing all right. But I mean, that's the case with Arsenal. We do all right, but we could be doing much better. This was the whole point of moving to the Emirates. We need to be doing much better. We take one step back, one step forward, 2 steps back, or we just hover on that same step. We need to take the next step forward. And that's I'm not an expert commercially, but you can look at these things and see and just put two and two together. I'm seeing intention from Chelsea to leverage their brand. I'm seeing intention from City to build a brand in Asia and build it. I'm seeing United doing the same. What are we doing? We're doing some. Of course, we're doing decent. We're growing commercially, but we could be doing much better. But not to keep it long, guys. Delu Laguna, I'm signing out. Got that monkey off my chest. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow. Don't forget to share. We got a lot of videos coming, man. Yeah.